Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you follow the channel, you know that I have been a back bed cover fan for a long time. Even my 2007 had a BakFlip. It was an extended cab, so it was like a four-piece, but I have had the X2, I've had an X4s, and I've been really happy with all of them. And now, thanks to Real Truck, thank you guys for supporting the channel, I get a chance to compare Bak's top two covers that are comparably priced, answer kind of the same question in different ways. What I'm always looking for is a low profile, clean looking, hard topped cover, maximizing security, but actually gives me full bed access. If you follow the channel, you know that I am a proud owner of a Retrax XR, and that has the rolling style canister. And the reason why I'm currently running this one is because I am utilizing that XR feature where I have the rack storage for camping. I love it, I'm really happy with it, and in order to have that kind of barred over storage, you gotta have a roll up that goes underneath. So unfortunately, that's why I'm not running a back cover right now, but I have run them in the past. I recommend them a lot. I love them. So these are their top two covers. First one we got for you is the BakFlip, and we have over here the Bak Revolver. This is the X4s. Again, these are two comparably priced covers, and like I said, they kind of solve the same question of that low profile, maximum security as far as a roll-up cover, and having full access to your bed, which is really important. Again, with this Retrax, having that large canister underneath is kind of denying me a little bit of storage space that I wish I had sometimes. So as you can see, I've got two trucks here. We're going to be putting one on mine and one on my father-in-law, Pat. So let's get into it. This is Truck Ownership 101. I'm Spencer Elberbach. Class is now in session. Okay, before we get in this video, I just want to give another shout out to Real Truck. They sent these covers here for us to review. I know they're the premium high-end covers, they're not cheap, so it's so nice to be able to have them side by side on two identical trucks and be able to compare their pros and cons, see what we think about them, we'll give you guys our opinions, and you guys can make a better informed decision. So if you value that, please, in the description of this video, follow the links. That'll actually help support me. It'll help support Real Truck, and that's what makes all this possible. So again, thank you Real Truck, and thank you guys for help supporting us. So again, they're a great company. Their shipping is always fast and free. I've had any tech support issues, I've always been able to get a hold of a real person, which is nice. Even this merch that they've got me rocking is for sale on their website, so be sure to check that out too. Okay, let's get into it. I've kind of already given my opinion on kind of where I've come from in bed covers and what I value. Obviously a fan of this brand, but get somebody else's opinion. We can bring my father-in-law Pat in here and have him introduce himself and kind of talk about what he's looking for in a cover. So Pat, you want to take it away,
Spencer.
Here?
I'm Pat, as Spencer just said, and my last three pickups had vinyl roll-up covers, Velcro sides. The last two were low profile, and they held up great, but they just didn't have the security I was looking for. These backs roll up with latches or locking mechanisms the whole length of the rail. And they've got a nice hard cover that can't be cut into. So I'm looking forward to that bit of security. And I'm also looking forward to not having the Velcro anymore on the sides. These just roll up nice, lay flat. They've got a nice weather strip that lays flat on the bed rail, on the box rail. And I don't know, I'm just really excited about getting it on here, and especially after that last 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, it's nice being indoors for this video this time of year.
It is.
So, all right, so what we're gonna do is, obviously, I've got to get a cover off of mine, and we're gonna put both these covers on these two trucks. They're both 2020 Silverados, which is the 2019 and up beds box style. So we'll get mine off, get both of these on, and then we'll kind of, like I said, compare them, pros and cons, kind of test how they operate and how the look, finish, feel, stuff. I can tell you right off the bat that the Revolver box was substantially heavier than the BakFlip, which kind of surprised me. You can tell just by the length of the two that they're quite different, and like for the same price point, this is going to be interesting. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's get my cover off and let's start installing these two. Everything is just like I said, socket, wrench, that kind of stuff, really basic install, no drilling or anything like that needed. So let's get into taking this one off. All right, one bed cover off, one bed cover on. We've got the BakFlip on my truck. Initial kind of reactions to the look right now, I think it looks great. You've got this nice aluminum matte finish, the plastic matte finish on parts, the seals, everything. It's a nice low profile. One of the things that I actually really like about a low profile is with our trucks, they have this lip here, and when you have a cover on, sometimes it's hard to tell if your tailgate, if you forgot to bring it up or if it's still down. And if you have a tall one, that can block this and you can't see it. So I actually really like low profile covers for that reason.
Good point.
And like so these end corner caps look great. Pat, what are your takes on this initial review here?
I like how clean it looks, Spencer. It's sharp, it's solid, you know, no one's gonna cut through it, it's secure. Yep. It locks as long as your tailgate's locked, it's locked. You're not going to get in there.
Yep. Yeah, that's a big plus
great.
Over my current cover, my Retrax. I have that latch on the other side, and that has a key if I want to lock it. This one, you have to open your tailgate first to flip this thing open. So as long as your truck's locked, your tailgate's locked, everything is secure. No extra keys to lose. Remember. Okay. Folding that down. Operation, pretty simple. There is a pull cable on both sides. Looking at the seal here, it actually seals on the top of your tailgate, and it's a double seal. So that's really nice.
It is. You can see here along this edge that it's a double lip seal, right? The whole length of that tailgate.
Mm-hmm. Even a triple, maybe. Anyway, very nice seal. You can operate it from both sides. That one pull cable will pull both of these latches, and you keep going with those. So every one of these panels,
these are locks on each panel.
Every one of the panels has a lock. So maximum security. You can't lift it from the center when it's all the way closed. Now, this is one of the traveling configurations. You could be all the way down, or you could have 2/3 bed access if you wanted. So. How you would travel with this is there's a strap on both sides. This is kind of a storage one. Pop that out. Now we've actually kind of pre-tested this length here, so we've got them set. Give it a good. And so yeah, ours is already meant to pull that a little bit, so there's no slot back here, but do that to both sides, and you can go down the road that way. So you'll still have full mirror window access or view. And like I said, if that's all you've got, you could put some cargo, you know, tight up against here. This is kind of a painted aluminum, so that could get scuffed up depending on what you're traveling, but could easily be done. But if you want 100% full bed access, you would disconnect these, flip that back through in here somewhere.
One more wire to pull.
Yep. So like I said, every panel is locked. Now go ahead and tip it.
And then we've got these bumpers along the top edge.
Yep. So
that are going to lean against that rear window.
Yep. And there was actually, for our particular make model of truck, this was a supplemental add-in. So because they are going up against glass, this is extra large and soft, and there's 3 of them. If placed correctly, they'll all be nice and supported there. So now to travel in this position, we want to lock it in place. Pat, if you want to show us how that's done.
We've got these stowaway kickstands that snap into the rail. and are going to tuck up into this locking mechanism. You want to get that down all the way, tighten it. There's one on each side. It's not ready to go yet. We need to do the other side, but once we do that, it's going to snug it up nice and tight. It won't go anywhere. It's not going to vibrate against the window. But you're not going to be able to see out that window.
No. Does it feel pretty secure?
Very.
Yep. So no vibrating. Nice.
Very tight.
Yep. Now, obviously, you can tell you've lost all your visibility looking through that window. But looking over here to a high country trim or something with some more advanced technology than what I've got, you do have those two additional cameras. One looks like it's positioned down to look at your cargo, and the other is to just look back behind you in case your window was obstructed, like this one is. Now, kind of looking at the height of that, looking at this angle here, I would say maybe looking down at your cargo, this might obstruct. But as far as just how does that work with your mirror?
For rear view traffic, I think it's got clearance, Spencer.
And that's just in the mirror, right?
It's in my rear view mirror. It's your tab that you would push, like say for the old mirrors, if you had high beams shining in your eyes, you flip that tab and it's the camera.
Yep, so you can kind of see where that one's positioned. If we just come straight over, yeah, that does look like it's got plenty of clearance. So that's a really good solution for getting around if you consider this an issue. So, okay.
Let's,
so
how about showing how we flip it back down?
Sure. So loosen that up, stow that up here so it's convenient for later.
You snap right in.
Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go.
You can hear that lock.
Yeah, let's take a look at these. So you've got these rails that we installed that have seals on that side.
Yep.
It's got seals across the top here. So that's got good seals. And I'm going to look underneath here, Pat, before you get too far.
Sure.
These will collect water and enhance here.
Want me to lift that panel up again, Spencer, for some light?
I think I got it.
Okay.
So you can see there's a drain tube, and you can actually funnel that right out of your box there. So yeah, I think we got that. That looks good.
Okay.
Here we go. How heavy is that? Does that feel
very
pretty
light? Easy.
Yep. Like I said, that box, this whole thing shipped.
You can do this. I mean, it's meant to be done by one guy or girl.
Yeah. Cool. And then closing it up. So you can close the tailgate first or second, I suppose. We close the tailgate second, but you could also close the tailgate first if you want to pop that open. And go ahead and flip that up. Now let's say you had your tailgate closed. Can you close the cover second? Nice.
Done.
Nice satisfying latch sound and everything.
Yep.
That's nice.
And it's secure.
Yep. And my 07 had a different seal, and it laid flat here. You could see the rubber seal, and you would have to close this second.
Right.
If you would open this, if you would close the lid first, close this second, you would crush the seal. So
that's
it's nice.
That's how the Velcro tops always were too.
Yep. It's nice that that's versatile. Okay. Well, one down and one to go.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll see what kind of advantages, disadvantages this one has over the other one. All right, we've got the second and final back cover on. It's the Bak Revolver. It's on Pat's truck. Initial reactions, I mean, I've had this cover on my truck in the past. I've reviewed it a couple of times. I absolutely love the look, how low profile it is, that matte finish with that vinyl, how the seals look, like I said, the functionality, which we'll get to. It is a great looking cover all the way around for a maximum security style hard cover that can roll up. Pat, what are your thoughts?
I like it a lot. I've never had one before that didn't have Velcro edges.
That's a good point.
This has just got a nice clean look. It's solid on top. I like the texture of the vinyl. The vinyl's not going to blow on it going down the highway. It's nice and tight to that aluminum panel. I think it's got another great clean look. I love it.
Yep, I love that kind of minimal flat across.
Yeah.
Let's check out the operation.
Sure.
So once again, it's locked right now. If your tailgate's locked,
Yep,
your cover is locked.
Can't get in there at all until the tailgate opens.
Similar.
Can open it on either end with the draw string here,
Yep.
or cable. One pull, and that unlocks the rail all the way down.
Yep, so when this latches as well, but when that comes down, go ahead, there is this C-shaped channel of aluminum that goes all the way down. If you want to pop it back up,
Yep.
that little C shape of metal, and you can see it there start.
Yep. Yep.
That is going to grab into every single one of these.
One of those channel tabs
yep,
right
so
there.
go ahead and roll that up and we'll see how
one of those tabs
on both sides simultaneously locks into every single one of those. This soft rubber, now this is all aluminum, so on a hot day, that aluminum is going to be really hot to the touch. So on the X2, this used to be carpet, and then on really hot days, the carpet adhesive would fail.
Okay.
So now on the X4s, they went to this rubber system.
Sure.
Or, yeah, the X4, the X4s, but that was an improvement. So now you can see we're all the way rolled up. We've got pretty much full access to our bed, similar.
Yep.
But we still have plenty of...
You can still see out that window.
Yep, and that's big. And your cameras, you could actually probably look down into your cargo pretty well too.
Absolutely.
Let me see how you're securing that if you were going to actually go down the road.
So this has got straps on each side. It's a little T lock there that goes into the tab on top. Turn it, tighten the strap, and it can't roll forward into my cab.
There's one on both sides.
Yep.
So I'll see if I can. It's like I said, that T shape. It goes into that channel that way. Turn it sideways, tighten her down,
Yep.
and as you can see, go ahead and give that a little bit of a. If it was rocking down the road, that is not touching your glass at all or anything.
I can't force it into the window.
Yep.
I can't.
That's good.
Now the manufacturer did send bumpers with it, little foam bumpers that are meant to stick onto here in case it were to hit that glass, but I just can't find out how it's ever going to get there. So for now, I'm going to not put those bumpers on.
Yep, just kind of use it for a while and see what comes
Exactly.
up. Yeah, if we didn't do such a good job wrapping this tight, securing this tight, and that had a lot of slop to it, I could see that touching. Maybe that's what they're for, but and then they gave you 4. You're supposed to put 2 on one and 2 on another. It's all in the manual. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. Again, it'd have to be like you said, a user error for that to really happen.
I don't know. It's where we have it fastened down. It just can't roll forward any further.
Let's see if this pops up a little easier now that, yeah, look at that. You can see how that locks. When that final piece comes down, the white latch that latches here, that will engage all of those across.
Yep, that aluminum.
Spring loaded.
This is your lock all the way down that lid, so they can't peel. They can't get into the side of the cover.
Yep. Excellent.
I like that.
Yep.
I like that security.
All right, roll it
Now,
down.
no Velcro. It just rolls flat right on down.
And same as the other one, you can close that first, tailgate second, or
Yep.
tailgate first. So there's the tailgate first.
Yep.
And then we can close you try closing the lid second. Okay.
Just like that.
Yep. Got a nice satisfying latch down sound to it.
Yep. Clicks
Cool.
in nice.
One thing to note about both of these, let's see. I'm going to have you roll this one up again, Pat, one
Okay.
more time. Now, again, you have full bed access, but let's say you've got something tall, you want to go 100% to the back. I think if you had maybe a dirt bike or a motorcycle and maybe the fairing, that front fender fairing was hitting that, you can just pop these off. Let me see if my camera can. Those are just, what did you call those?
You got them. They're just little thumb knobs.
Yep, the little knob style nuts. So toolless is kind of the key there. You can just, there's 2 on this one, 2 on that side, loosen those, and then you just lift straight up, take this whole thing out. You'd leave the rails attached, which is kind of all the alignment and difficult part anyway. Drop those back in, you're good to go. Same thing on this one. This one I would say was even easier because it only had 2 points on both. And again, that's that same knob style on that one. And this one was actually substantially lighter.
It was.
Than the
I would say,
Revolver.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't weigh them, but it felt like it was 30% lighter than that one.
Mm-hmm. What were kind of the big takeaways here? Why would somebody want this one over the Revolver?
Well, I love the looks of this one. I think on the 2, it's going to be personal preference, but this actually, it looks nicer to me for some reason. It just looks more solid. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. The fact that it's aluminum here, not vinyl. Obviously, both are made out of aluminum, but the other one has a vinyl top.
Right.
This is aluminum, plastic, matte, and again, just the nice big panels, the satisfying latch on all 3. It being lighter, if you want to pop it off.
It doesn't rattle. That one might make a little noise, but
yep.
I like the fact that I can see out my window.
That's true.
With this rolled up all the way and have total bed access. That is the big selling point for me.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if we're trying to sell this one to somebody, that is a huge plus. You've got a hard cover, no Velcro, everything locked down, but yet you can still roll it up, have full bed access.
I think that the seals on the edges are great. I think it's just positive how it fastens. There's a lot about this that I really like, but that fact that I can see out that window and that I don't have something resting on my glass, that gives this the edge to me.
Okay, so these are, last time I checked, virtually the same price. So if you were to cut a check right now, where's your money going?
For me?
Yeah.
The roll up.
Yeah, the Revolver?
I'm going to take the Revolver.
Yeah, I agree. I'm definitely a fan of this one. I will give this one credit where if we were going for pure water sealing proof right out of the box, I think this one has it. We had the double seals here. If I flip that up, we have that double seal on the top that felt really responsive on the top of the tailgate.
Yeah.
You've got a double seal here and on that rail all the way down to that drain out the front, where this one, there is no extra drainage. Well, it probably, like I said, if any water did get past this seal, it would catch on this and then just maybe leak out the front or the back, depending on if you were parked uphill or downhill. So I would give that one the edge. All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Again, big shout out to Real Truck for making this happen. If you're interested in any of these parts or anything on my truck for that matter, go check out Real Truck. Follow my links in the description. That helps support the channel, that helps support Real Truck. So big thank you to you guys for supporting me and for them for making this video happen. So please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys would pick and why. I'd be really interested to see your guys' feedback too. So again, subscribe. I got more videos coming up pretty soon here actually. So again, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, class dismissed.